midday Breakroom show on my channel today. My name is NASCARman3345 from the wonderful small little state of Rhode Island. So, want to welcome everybody in today. Of course, we have the rest of the three stooges with us. I'm Mo. Top below me is Larry, aka Tommy the Bargain Effect. We have Curly next to me, Mr. Anthony, Pittsburgh. And we have Larry on the corner, down by an angle of me, which is Craig, the land truck picker. And I am Curly Joe. So
you forgot who you were.
Curly Joe. Sorry. Well, remember that there is always a fourth and a fifth stooger. So, but because want to welcome everybody in. Anthony, you want to introduce yourself?
Who? You said Anthony, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, my Anthony, my Pittsburgh.
Uh-oh.
Yep, bird sale,
And
Goodwill bins, that kind of stuff.
yeah, real choppy today, my friend.
A lot of Goodwill bins. I do a lot of thrifting. You can go pick up and flip it for a profit. That is what I do.
Nice. Craig, you are up next, my friend.
Hey, my name is Craig. My name is Craig. My channel is Land Shark Picker. I'm in the great state of Alabama. Do the same sourcing 95% of everybody does. Add on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Selling all the same platforms as everybody else. And appreciate everybody showing up this morning.
Nice. Tommy,
the average everyday flipper. Tommy the Bargain Effect, here central Wisconsin. And yeah, like Craig says, pretty much doing the same thing everybody else is doing, just buying low, selling high. Main sourcing is flea markets, thrift stores. And my two main platforms, eBay and Macquarie. Product relocation specialist is what I consider myself.
our relocation specialist. There you go. He's gonna have those shirts done up, guys. And where we lost Anthony again?
We got them on our Amazon merch. I actually need to get the link from Destiny.
So yeah, definitely. So first thing before we start anything, guys, I want to just shout out to the Crowley family, Mama. Everybody who knows Mama, she just got done with her surgery. She had to have a toe amputated this morning. She's resting now. If we can just send out all prayers to the Crowley family, it'd be greatly appreciated. And Darlene's in the chat. Thank you for being in here, Darlene. And Mama, we're here for you. So yes, if everybody doesn't mind, if you wouldn't mind saying a prayer, if everybody doesn't mind.
Yeah, absolutely, I'd love to. Father, right now in the name of Jesus, I come before you, God. I just lift up Mama right now, God. I just ask that everything with the amputation and the surgery, Lord God, would just go to your plan, Lord. I just ask that you would touch her body right now, Lord God, that you would heal her. I just ask right now that peace would abound, not only for Mama, but for the family, for Darlene, Kevin, Casey, for the rest of those who love her, not only in the family, but the extended family and the YouTube family, Lord God, because this has been such a special family to so many people, Lord God. They've touched so many lives. So, Lord, right now, I just ask, Lord, that there would be an abundance of support for them. And I just ask, Lord, that there would be such a quick healing process for Mama, Lord God. And Lord, I just ask that you would bless her right now, Lord God, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Tommy, why don't you say hello to everybody in the chat for me?
I can do that. Let me scroll up here and start at the top.
You got to be able to read to do that, though.
Is that that Derek was first in, but he don't count. So actually, Kimmy was first in, borderline hoarderish. Reseller Man, Land Shark in Pittsburgh. Diane Matthews, welcome in. Kelly Econ Mom, good morning to you. Debbie Does Sales is with us this morning. Let's see who else. The Cleveland Pickers joining us. Rebecca Cruder, good morning. Them flipping Cruders. And we got the Cherry Picker with us this morning. Good morning. And Trevor Millwall Davis, hello to you. Just Me Kathy. I love seeing her in here every morning. There is Norgus R. Darlene, my favorite, MIL. T Flips is with us again this morning. Thanks for coming in. Vicky Davis, hello to you. Welcome in. Alabama Thrifter is here. Steven Scroggins. Shamrock Pixie, my honey. And I believe I got everybody that's with us right now. If I missed you, I'm really sorry. And for the other people that are in here that aren't in, I'm not seeing on our chat panel, say hello so we know you're here.
If you miss one, that's a $39.99 fee.
Oh, did I miss one?
If you did, I didn't say you did, but if you do, you got to pay a fine.
You're gonna have to go back and check and verify.
Reseller Man just came in, and Kelly, the Ecom Mom Ward, is here. Hello, guys.
He's on the show on Thursday.
Yep.
So, like I said, Darlene, we all respect Mama, but you got to tell her now to stay away from the Cheetos. Cheetos need to be stayed away from.
You can set them all. Although I need to stay away from them too.
So.
Darlene, you just tell Mama she got to get all better so we can have our date.
Yep. So today's topic, our basic topic is, where do you find your Bolo'S? So
And YouTube, where everybody else does.
I go to the
anybody in the chat who doesn't know what Bolo stands for, please just give us a heads up, because I know it's very simple. Be on the lookout. That's pretty much what it is. We don't have to give specifics, guys, but do you use an app to keep an eye out for something? Do you just get inside information? Do you have friends networking to help you out? So what do you see?
I use go ahead. Go ahead, Tom.
No, you go ahead, because I was kind of trying to think how I was going to say it. So you go ahead.
I use a part of my body that some people don't use. Two things in the middle of my head up here, called my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I mean, you find stuff when you're least, you're not really looking for it sometimes, I know Tommy always talks about going out and scanning putting the kids to work.
Right.
The problem with, and I'm not saying it's bad, but the problem I have with all these people that are selling Bolo lists and all that, the problem is that so many people are getting them.
Yep.
And all they're doing is they're going out there and scanning, or they've got somebody that they get that information from.
Right.
And you just don't know how many times that list has been turned over.
Yeah.
Again, not saying it's bad. I always say this is not a one size fits all business. But
no, and I agree with you. If you have a pretty big YouTuber out there that's selling a Bolo list, and he sells that list out to 1,000 people out of his 80,000 subs he has. Now you have all them people out there, so anything that was worth anything now isn't.
Yep.
Right.
But because everybody has a different situation. Some people say, I've got to have my money back now.
Right.
Some people have enough money or good enough cash flow where they can say, I'm going to let my money stay out there. If it comes back to me in a week or two, that's okay. Because I can hold out for a week or two to make more money.
Right.
I'm not trying to push that down, because that's different for everybody. Some people don't have the ability to get out and find stuff like that. They just want to hand it to them. you go to
any point though, like in 2 weeks, that thing that you bought that you're hoping to get your money back could be completely tanked, like the market. If so many people get it. Like I know, like for example, retail arbitrage stuff typically once you first get it, it holds its value. But then once so many people have it and they're undercutting each other, the market on it just tanks.
Look at the monopoly for millennials. It was terribly popular this time last year. I didn't have a lot of cash flow around Christmas. I was able to buy 15 of them. I shipped them in, and on Amazon they sold within like 2 days. I know 2 or 3 people that are sitting on 20 plus of those right now and can't sell.
Yeah.
You know, once the word gets out on something like that, it just goes crazy.
Right.
But I think the key is don't pay attention to what to pick up. Pay attention and learn how people determine what they need, you know, what they're looking for.
Exactly.
I know we talked briefly about discontinued health and beauty. If you're walking into a store, a discount grocery or something like that, what should be the first place you go? The health and beauty.
Yep.
Go search. I know I've talked about it before. Go search eBay for discontinued within health and beauty and just scroll the solds.
Yeah, me and you were doing that once after the show you were showing me.
Yeah. I mean, I
Well,
don't want to sit back and beat up all these people that are selling Bolo lists because it is what it is. People have different circumstances. But and I think the more you get out there and source items, the more you realize the kind of things that are sitting on the shelves at Walmart or anywhere else that you can make money on and replenish, or even just garage sale things that you just learn. Hey, I've seen this. I've sold it 5 times in the last 6 months. I need to be looking out for those.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
See now here's
Anthony.
Sorry. My bad. I didn't know it was that loud.
Huh? Did somebody say something? I didn't hear anybody.
But with me, I don't consider a Bolo really something that's every day on the shelf that you have access to. Me personally.
Right.
Be on the lookout, you know, it reminds me of like a missing person. You're not just going to go, I can't say look out for this person, and you're just going to walk into a bar or a park and there's going to be 40 of them sitting there. Right. To me, a be on the lookout is that rare, there was only so many made. If you come across this, you know, this is worth money. Right. Not to be on the lookout for the limited time box of Cheerios that's got so and so on the cover. To me, that's not really a Bolo because there's thousands of them out there.
Right.
Like we had the peanuts cookie jar that I showed you, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's only so many made. They're hand painted. If you see one, grab it. But you're not going to be able to just run to Goodwill and pull it off the shelf because chances are it's not there.
Exactly.
And that's what Bolo'S mean to me.
Yeah. True. But it takes knowledge and knowing what types of things to look out for. You know, I've always taken the approach if something catches my eye, that it's worth picking up and researching. You know, and
that's how I am. If it's weird, unusual, I haven't seen anything like it before. Those are the things. That's the whole thinking outside the box type idea for me. You know, if I see something that just looks interesting or odd, I check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the best Bolo'S like that you'll find online, like YouTube wise, aren't the ones that are like Craig was saying that, or Tommy, like that you can go to the store and find them readily. It's like the one-offs. I tend to find that those are the ones that stick with their value the most.
Yeah.
So kind of reading through chat. A Good Life, welcome in, says, I'm not going to share a Bolo with anyone, just people who I know would share one with me down the road. Exactly. That's kind of how I am. You know, I don't just run out there. I don't say, well, I'm going to put a list together and I'm going to throw it out there to the internet because you're hurting yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You're killing yourself.
You know, but now, you know, if there's many times I've showed the fellas on the panels, hey, I picked this up. You know, this stuff works for me. But that's one person. They're not going to take it out there to the YouTube land or the Facebook land. They're going to keep it to themselves so us little group can make money if we see it. And I know, Craig has turned me on the stuff. Derek has turned me on the stuff. Anthony has turned me on the stuff. So I'll share like to a small network of people or something, but I'm not going to put it way out there because now that Bolo became useless.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Scott with the Monopoly games. He didn't release the video until he had already shipped all his in, and they were, already selling. Had he released that video the day he found them, he would have cut his profit in a third, at least.
Yeah.
And then Jody says, for me, a Bolo is high-end clothing. Brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Don't even know how to say the other name, Supreme. But I only sell clothing, so it's different. So everybody has their idea of a Bolo,
Right.
Yeah.
And in the end, this is a business, and you have to do what's best for your business, not, I'm not saying don't be personal and, help other people out, but and then you got to do what's best and affects your bottom line in a positive manner,
Yep. Absolutely.
Kelly said she sold the vintage Clariol hot curler set for $40 plus shipping on Etsy today, paid $1 for it. I do good as well when I come across that, not just your everyday one, but the old granny style curlers that my grandma used to wear. They have like that. It almost looks like there's a bunch of fiber optic in the middle of it. Those I do pretty good, and you don't find them every day.
Yeah, true.
It's quite the Bolo, Myra.
Yeah, but you can. Can definitely. I think the key is just doing the work, getting out there and looking. You'll never find something like some of the things that people are talking about unless you're out there looking. Unless you have that network, a small group of people that you network with.
Right.
Yeah.
And I hope
that's what I was going to say. I like being able to kind of flip back and forth with friends. You know what I mean? Because I know that it's safe. And the great part about YouTube is like none of us are in the same area. Like, how often are any of you guys going to be in Pittsburgh looking for the things I'm looking for? And the cool thing is, like, I've been to the bins and I've been yard selling with Nate every day. I'm hustling, and we've had no crossover. Like, man, you grabbed that but didn't, or you know what I mean?
I was going to ask you about that.
Differently.
Right.
Yeah, like literally, he said, "Man, like I probably wouldn't have bought any of the things you bought at this yard sale, and it was like a big community sale. Like I was pretty happy with the stuff I got because like I normally sell through that kind of stuff pretty well, and it's the stuff I know. Whereas like the stuff he was buying, I wasn't even really looking at because some of the stuff was a little bit higher dollar. And for me, like spending a little higher dollar at yard sales, I don't really do it unless I know it's a bona fide home run. He actually did end up getting a home run. He got like 3 pairs of shoes for $10, and one of them was like worth over $100.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
But yeah, I'm like cheap as heck at yard sales, unless it's like something I know for a fact is like really worth a good bit of money.
And it's kind of cool because I mean, you guys are physically there, and you can kind of learn from each other too on the knowledge that he has, and vice versa. I go to the flea market. I take Derek with me video wise because he knows all the stuff, all the toys and stuff that I would overlook. Never even used to think twice about looking at the toys. I have him on video. We dig through bins and stuff like that, and he's helped me out get some good finds. So it is good to share back and forth, but I believe keep it in a small group, because once you put it out there to thousands of people to access it's just damaging.
Right. Well, and I kind of see it a little bit differently with the little small one-offs that you're going to find that once in every.
Right.
If it's something that you're picking up, at a common place, and it's readily available. I guess that's the difference of what you're calling a bolo and what.
Right.
We kind of talked about that on Saturday too. We stopped and had some lunch after we got done yard selling, and we were just kind of comparing the difference between eBay and Amazon because I'm interested in Amazon. He does really well on Amazon. So with Amazon, it's almost like you need to keep them Bolo'S to yourself. You can't share them because the minute they get out there, it like really screws you over. Whereas eBay, you can kind of be more honest and open and kind of just share what you're picking up, what you're making, and all that stuff. And for the most part, since it's a very, I don't want to say it's a very one-off business, but I mean, for the most part, if you have those replenishables, most people are pumping them through Amazon because you make more money. So I think eBay is a little bit easier to be on and actually share the type of things you're selling. Whereas, like, I know a lot of Amazon sellers, they don't even share their store. In fact, they try to like hide the store so that way people know what they're selling.
Well, with Amazon, and I hate to make a generalized statement, but I'm going to do my best to make this as politically correct as possible. With eBay, just kind of looking at it this way, with eBay, you're able to pick up items on the cheap and have a lot larger margin in general on eBay. On Amazon, and this isn't every item and every seller on Amazon, but typically you're buying an item, your margins are smaller, but you're guaranteed on a lot of items that you're going to turn them a lot faster. The sales velocity is a lot faster.
Yeah,
you're willing to take a 99-cent profit on a 75-cent item because you're gonna you ship them in, you pack them up one time, and you sell 30 of them a day. Whereas that same item on eBay is not worth your time.
Yeah,
and sure. The word getting out about some product, some replenishable that you're selling on Amazon, that gets out, and 20 or 30 cents on something like that could kill you as far as a product.
Right.
Your pricing. I know those numbers may be extreme, but you know what I'm saying, kind of generically speaking.
Yeah, there's a tough on Amazon. I mean, I already know I want to get into Amazon, and I know I'm not looking to turn big profits per item. I'm looking to turn quantity of product more than I'm looking to turn big numbers.
For sure. And it's tough to have that different kind of mindset when it comes to that. Because we're so into that, hey, I've got to pack it, I've got to ship it, I've got to store it, I've got to spend a good bit of time. And in the end, you really got to consider, like I've said before, where's your time best spent? Where are you going to make the most money off your time?
Yeah, sure. Hey, good morning, Tiffany. Eat Sleep Amazon.
No, she said she didn't get it.
I didn't get one either.
Yeah, that's the third person in chat that I seen said they didn't get a notification. I didn't get one either. I should have.
Yeah, I typically do when Derek goes live. I didn't get one a day either.
I was about to say the only thing common is it's Derek's channel.
It's showing up in my notification list, but it never dinged on my phone or nothing.
Yeah. Your ding donger is broke.
Yeah, my ding dong's broke.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, both those are. I really struggle with that. It's definitely good to have a small network. Yeah, that's a big advantage. But
I actually think it's nice to have a small network of a handful of people that you share and bounce ideas off of. But I actually try to expand my network as much as I can, as far as connection base and reaching out.
Chris the Goose says the river and the bay are two different beasts for sure. That's funny. I like that. Good morning, Cliff. I saw you go live pretty late last night. I think I was already in bed and dead to the world, so I don't know how I saw it, but I remember seeing it.
Hey, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff. Yeah, I was in there by Cliff for a little bit. I was working on tuning up Destiny's computer a little bit and jumped in there. He's a good guy.
Did you clean the carburetor on it?
Yeah, I sprayed some carbon choke cleaner into the CD-ROM.
Nice. The CD-ROM. The CD-ROM. That's that thing you push the button and it brings out a beer holder.
Yeah, you know what? I used to work at Milwaukee PC, and we used to build computers for the area CompUSAs.
Right.
We actually had an older lady come in and say that her coffee cup holder was broke, and she thought the CD-ROM was a fancy coffee cup holder.
Nice.
Oh wow,
And she was legit. I thought she was joking, but she was legit talking about it.
that is crazy. Wow.
Rebecca thinks that Derek is yelling at his phone. How can you hear? How do you know? We can't see him. We can't hear him. But he didn't look like he was very happy. He was tapping on that phone pretty hard a minute ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there he is. He's pacing. Is he catching hell or is he getting hell?
YouTube minds want to know.
Yes. Oh, you saw him? I didn't see him walk by until just then.
We got Dad's Vintage Garage joining us.
How's it going, John?
I've seen a couple other names in here. I'm go back here. BK Vending and Flipping came in. Darlene Buckland came in. Morning to all you new people that joined us a little late. Seems like we're having a notification problem this morning.
All right, let's just go ahead and start over again. Welcome.
All right. Hi, I'm Tommy the Bargain Effect and DG Pickers and Tracy Sykes. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning to you. I can't sing. Never mind. I ain't even gonna try.
Cliff says, when I first got into computers, I saw a thing where it said you have won a free Coca-Cola cup holder. Click this button to accept your prize. Click on it, and your CD-ROM tray pops out. I remember those.
Snobby Scrap Picker. Good morning. Turtle Shaker.
And I think when I saw those back in the day, I was so amazed that it had done what it had done. Yeah. Yeah, Jody, I agree. Jody says, what you do with Bolo'S is entirely up to you. Your best bet is to keep them to yourself. But if you're feeling generous or wealthy, you're more than welcome to share them with the world. Yeah, it is what it is. And I hope people understand why people don't share them as much as they do. They try and keep it kind of close to their, keep it in a close group. Because it potentially has a good size, depending on what the item is and how profitable it is and how readily available it is. That it can really affect their bottom line. Yeah. Good morning, Marcy. Long time no see. But yeah. So I
wonder if Derek's talking to Destiny because I hear her running back and forth upstairs.
You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing, Tommy? He said, "Dang it, get down there and get Tommy some coffee. He's out of coffee."
I'm there. I'm down to the last sip.
You're not drinking grounds yet, are you?
It's getting close. No.
So anything big going on today? I know Anthony's got a Bible study this afternoon.
Yep, and then we're doing a live stream of our resellers fantasy football draft tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. Something tells me I do, but I can't think of what it is.
Got to pack and ship orders.
Yeah, I don't have much. Not today.
I
think I sold a pair of cleats and something else.
I've got a yearbook that's been sitting on the shelf for probably a year, probably a little over a year, but that's common.
How do your yearbooks go? Are they like old yearbooks or are they more current yearbooks?
This is a 1967, I think. 1967. Wow, I'm amazed that I remembered that. I'm stopped picking them up. I went through a phase where I was picking up anyone I could put my hands on, and
I've done that with some stuff too before.
It's they're okay money. They're extremely long tail. You got to find the right person that's looking for that, unless it's one that has a popular person in it. I'd say a celebrity because it could be a sports person. It could be anything, but I've heard people having good luck with high school ones. I just think and typically I can pick them up for $1.50. For $1.50, I'm better off putting my money towards something else right now.
Yeah.
But they don't take up a ton of space, but they They for them to sit as long as they do is, I'm gonna get away from them. I think
Yeah.
it'd be different, and I think that market is. I don't want to say it's gotten flooded, but there's a lot more of them out there for sale now. And I see them trending like. What you got, Tommy?
I got a bunch of yearbooks. I don't know what these are. I picked these up. These came in a lot. I bought some art a long time ago, and these books kind of just came with it. I don't know what year they're from though. I'm trying to see. Well, this is only 1983. 1989.
The 80s is vintage now, right? That's been 30 years ago.
It's kind of cool though to read what like people signed.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I don't want to talk them down because there's decent money in them.
We have like
It's just
military yearbooks.
they're a little too long term for me.
So
If they were smaller items, I just put in a box and pulled one out every 6 months and shipped one. That'd be different, but they take up a good bit of space. They're heavier as far as shipping. And I think, I just saw it, Marcy. Apparently, Marcy's got a live tonight. Let's see, I don't know what time it is. She's got.
How about a hair use? Yeah, here's one from '63.
Wow.
Still in real nice shape for the most part.
Yeah.
Pages aren't yellowed up or nothing.
Marcy Kendy's got Dom coming on tonight. What time is it?
64.
What time y'all go? 8 p.m. Is that? Are you Eastern or Central, Marcy? I'm sorry.
6.
Dom, primetime treasure hunters, hunters, right? Says they're going to talk motivation. So y'all be sure to check that out. Be sure to sub to Marcy.
This one
Cliff has a question.
Oh, go ahead.
What you got?
Asking for scratched video games, do I run them through or save them? If so, what do I use? I don't own a resurfacer, so typically I don't pick up very many scratched games. The ones I do, I take to the flea market. But before I actually had my own eBay store, I years ago worked for somebody who did eBay, and they would pick up a lot of bulk scratch stuff, whether it's DVDs, video games, or whatever. And what I used then, whenever I was working for him, was a JFJ Easy Pro.
Yeah,
it's like a little cube shape. It worked really well.
They're like $125, $150, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm seeing one right now online for $159.99 for a new one. They're worth it if that's like something that you come across often cheap. I would say go ahead and invest in it, but for me, I don't buy enough, damaged video game discs to, really have to worry about it. With the DVD, CD market kind of tanking a bit, you know what I mean? Like there's some that are worth it, but for the most part, a lot of them, sell between like $1 and $2. Not saying I don't have probably 100 DVDs and CDs in my store right now that are listed at that price, but I'm moving away from stuff that's cheap like that right now.
Yeah, I think it's your time is better spent on other areas. I mean, how often are you gonna find that $40 or $50 game or DVD or CD, that you need to, and really you're not gonna try and resurface something that sells for $9.99.
I used to with music CDs. I used to buff them out with, it's got to be white, but like a white Crest toothpaste. If you smear it onto the CD, let it dry,
and then just buff it.
Have a soft cloth and take it off. A lot of times, unless it's a really deep, almost not a scratch but a crack, it'll take a lot of it off.
Hey, Palmy, how are you?
I got a question that maybe somebody can help me out with.
4. The answer's 4.
These books, they're older. Like this one's from '63. It's been in a storage unit, obviously, for a while. It don't totally reek. There's no mildew or nothing on the book, but it has that musty smell.
Put it in the freezer.
Put it in the freezer?
Try that.
Are you being serious or are you being sarcastic?
No, that's the first thing I would think. I've never done that with a book, though. I don't know if that would affect the paper or not.
I mean, I'll try it. I'll grab one of the other ones that.
I'm just guessing. Don't think that is I would Google it, but that's the first thing I was thinking.
Because I know there's a lot of people that. Go ahead.
What if you put it in a tub you can seal with a box of baking soda?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think we're throwing ideas out there and things that would potentially work.
Same thing. Closed big tub with baking soda. That's what I would do. I mean, that's pretty good at taking away some of that stank, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a couple people in chat that say that. Yeah, I got a tote. I could just throw them in there with some.
DC Sales has the answer. You skipped right over it. The answer is 42.
Take a dryer sheet for the dryer and put it in between the pages.
A lot of
like
good ideas.
One per book, or I know it's not one in between each page. So I throw a dryer sheet in the book and then throw the book in a tub with baking soda.
Cliff says newspaper takes musty smells out of luggage. Maybe wrap it up in newspaper and seal it in something. Huh.
Maybe.
Guys, we appreciate the ideas. That's a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, the cold from the freezer is supposed to kill the mold spores. But there isn't. None of these books, you can tell there's not a sign of mold. It's just that old musty smell. Not moldy smell, just musty.
Right.
Like when you walk into grandma's attic type smell.
I think putting things in the freezer is supposed to help with like clothing with cigarette smoke smell.
I know a lot of people that are really into like raw denim. They will put their jeans in the freezer to kind of keep them fresh so they don't have to wash them.
Ozone generator. And you can buy that. Can't you buy ozone spray? I know that wouldn't help you very much with a book. But.
Okay, Tiffany says she found on Google. Place a cup of baking soda or an open box in a plastic box or bin with the lid. Put the book in the box with the baking soda. Close the lid. Leave it for 48 to 72 hours, and then check.
A box in a bag, and a bag in a box, in a bin, in a tote. Wow, that's good.
Sorry about that, guys. Had a little problem there.
We could tell.
Yeah. Hope everything's all right.
Yeah. We'll talk later about it. It's ridiculous.
That's good.
So.
Jody says, "Welcome back."
Hey, thanks.
Unscented dryer sheets. Wow. We're trying to get ideas on how we can get you off the show, and there's give us a lot of great ideas. No, I'm kidding.
That's the dryer sheets. If you put them around your collar or you put them on the the picnic table, you won't get any bugs around you during the day.
Yeah, they work for mosquitoes. Definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
Dryer sheets. That's how you take a shower, right?
No, and in the summer when we have really bad mosquitoes around here, I'm no bullshit. I'm gonna tell you this. When we have time where the mosquitoes get really bad around here,
we do too. Yep.
I actually, when I take a shower, I go to the dollar store and I buy their cheapest lemon scented dish soap and use that for my body wash.
Mm-hmm.
Because the mosquitoes, the lemon, they don't like it. They
really?
Yeah. Well, also, if we're like going to go camping or something where we know there's gonna be bugs, the clothes that we go camping with, we wash in the same dish soap.
You smell fruity fresh?
Yeah, you smell like a lemon.
At least it smells good.
I'd rather smell like a lemon than sit there slapping myself all night,
Right.
Another thing is supposed to work, it was made back in the early 90s. Avon had a product called Skin So Soft.
Yep.
It wasn't a lotion. I don't remember what I would say it was. It was
I called it a bug spray.
Yeah. It was a liquid, and I don't know what it was used for other than bug spray.
Right. Exactly.
lemon oil.
Jody says, "Hold up, is that okay for your skin, Tommy?" I don't know, but I know it feels better for my skin than having a bunch of mosquito bites.
Right. Right. And you only have to use it, especially where Tommy is, probably May, June, and July. After that, forget it.
And it's not like we use it every day. We just use it like if we're going to plan on having a yard event or something where we're going to be out at night.
Just like the other night around the campfire.
Right.
Mhm.
Debbie said
Yeah.
it was a bath, the bath oil. That's what Debbie says, and it still
Yeah.
has.
I mean, it's not like you walk in my bathroom and it's just lemon joy dish soap for body wash. But it works for real. It works.
Huh.
Because I hate bug spray. Because bug spray, you get that coated shit feeling on your skin, and you don't want to crawl into your sheets at night till you wash it off. And well, with the dish soap, you're clean.
True.
You have to take a shower from another shower.
Yeah, when you use the bug spray, I have to take a shower if I use bug spray.
And those foil things don't work. That the bug off that's supposed to.
No. Oh, you're talking about those little like incense type
coils?
Yeah. Those only work in the direction that the breeze is blowing.
Exactly.
Rod Tommy Picker says you spray watered down mouthwash on yourself.
We have heard that.
I've not heard that. That's interesting.
We've also sprayed our yard. We've sprayed our yard with the lemon dish soap too. We put it in one of the fertilizer type sprayer you would spray your hose. We've done that and sprayed our yard, and it works for a weekend. So if you're gonna have like a yard event, just spray your yard down with that, like on a Friday night, and Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday, you'll be good.
So Pommy, does the mouthwash work on the American mosquitoes, or is it just the Australian ones?
You mean Rod?
Yeah, Rod.
You said
I know mouthwash. We have done it. It works for fleas on animals. If you want to do it yourself flea mix, it's mouthwash with a touch, a watered down mouthwash and a touch of vinegar in it, and you could actually spray an animal down with fleas and watch the fleas scatter.
I wonder if the mouthwash is because of the alcoholic not the alcoholic like drinking, but the alcoholic content of it.
Marcy says she missed spray yard with what? Lemon dish soap and like a old fertilizer, like a Miracle Grow thing attached to your hose. Just fill it up like a quarter way with dollar store lemon dish soap and spray your yard down with it, and it will get rid of your mosquitoes for at least 3-4 days. If you're gonna have a yard event or something.
Chris the Goose says, only thing I hate more than smelling like bug spray is mosquitoes. It's a quandary.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
For sure. Yeah, they're pretty bad down here around, in the summertime. It's
I can imagine.
It's no fun. We don't get that cold air most of the time.
Our mosquitoes get pretty big, Rod.
Yeah, they're our state bird.
That's the way they roll in Wisconsin, though, right?
I'm telling you, there's some big guys over here.
Yeah, Swampy Eagle says fleas don't like vinegar. I ain't wasting good vinegar. I need my vinegar for my fries.
That has to be malt vinegar, though.
Yeah.
We actually wash clothes that we get. When we go sourcing from the bins, you can't really tell there if something smells smoky or musty because, everything does. But when anything we get from the bins, any thrift store really, we wash everything before we sell it, and we wash it. We throw about a quarter cup of vinegar in the wash machine, and that seems to take care of any must smell or smoke smell in clothes.
Yeah, for sure. My wife uses apple cider vinegar for stuff like that.
John Jones says, I'll take mosquitoes over greenheads.
Huh. Yeah, Harlan, malt liquor. You got to drink as much malt liquor as you can. And then you don't worry about the mosquitoes.
Yeah, right.
All really have a hard. What was that? What was the clear looking alcohol that came out in the late 80s, early 90s? What was that malt liquor?
What, Old English 800?
No,
St. Ides?
it was clear. Huh?
Oh, Zima?
Zima. Yes,
Zima.
It was a malt liquor, which was hard to believe.
Yep.
Everclear, no.
I would have thought Zima was like a wine cooler type thing. So you're saying it was a malt liquor?
It was. I think it was actually a malt. Well, I think it said malt beverage is what it said on the thing.
Yeah. So it was like a fancy malt liquor.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't have to put your paper bag around it. You could drink.
It was clear. It was a clear bottle with a black and blue label.
Yep.
I remember right.
I've had many a Zima in my day.
Yeah, you a Zima guy?
Oh, I was a Zima guy.
Did you eat it with? Did you put your peppermint in it?
No, we used to put what the hell was it? A shot of cherry. There wasn't Cherry Doctors then, but it was some other cherry thing. We just put a shot of cherry in there for color and just to kick up the potency a little more. Even like it wasn't potent
That's
enough.
what they used to do. They used to have a syringe at the bar, and they added, if you could have, it was like 5 cents more or whatever. You should get a shot of cherry juice from the cherries. They used to have
Oh, the grenadine.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a cherry flavored liquor we added to it. I don't remember what it was. It might have been Mad Dog for all I know.
My standards were a lot lower back then.
I'm telling you, I drank a lot of Mad Dog 2020 Orange Jubilee.
Colt 45.
And Colt 45.
Anthony's like, what? What are we talking about?
I used to do a lot of that. You trust me.
Well, I remember when Mad Dog only had one flavor, and that was grape.
Grape. Yep.
Now you go and you look at the Mad Dog section, and it's like they have like 30 flavors out there.
Yeah. Christian Pickens says, y'all can keep the Zima. I drink my Boone's Farm.
Oh my God.
Boone's Farm was our pass-around bottle.
Yeah, that was here you go. Yeah.
We
All right, we had everything. We got to resort to this before we make a run.
Yep.
I still drink Boone's Farm. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff's good.
And brings wine.
I don't think that was like real alcohol though.
No, it was juice.
Yeah.
You guys got any experience with the wild Irish rose?
Irish rose?
I've never had it.
Look at Derek. He knows the Irish rose. Like $1.96 a bottle.
Yep. Man, and there'd be guys coming in with it like constantly. I'll buy 3 bottles, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm like, oh, dude, seriously.
What about
we had when I worked at the liquor store for a little while. And we had it because that's what it sold a lot. And somebody dropped one in the liquor store. Man, did it stunk the liquor store up for like 3 days. Ugh.
Two Hip Chick says Bartles and James. That was the higher end stuff compared to what we drank.
Bartles and James. Oh, Bartles and James did all the wine coolers. That's why.
Yeah. Strawberry Hill.
Swampy Acre that says Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. We know if they're growing on that homestead now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Kimmy saying her stomach's turning from this conversation is why she can't drink much anymore.
That's what happens when people start talking about tequila. I had a terrible experience with tequila. I can't even be within. If you're sitting across the room and have tequila, I'll about throw up.
Yeah.
That's up. Destiny's got a tequila story. From one night we were drinking some mezcal at the fire.
Yeah.
She'll have to tell it during our next happy hour.
Yeah.
I've heard those kind of stories before. I know how they end.
Leave that one alone. Yep.
Down here, the whole thing is the Rednecks users say, "Hey, y'all, watch this."
Right?
Yep.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Exactly. And we thank you for your support. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Got that right.
Your front yard or backyard, Rebecca says. I don't know. See, it's nice having options.
You got to diversify, right?
Yeah. Well, we got the fire, the gas table that we were on our last happy hour. And then in the back, we have our actual big wood fire ring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that we were going to do it in the backyard. Then I got too lazy to actually want to start the fire when I could just click an igniter button.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
I don't blame you there.
All right, Cliff. So don't eat the worm again because we don't want to see you in a dress. Please, because
That's a picture I don't need in my head.
yeah, we'll set you up with Rednecks. He'll get you all set up, and you guys will be all set there. You guys can work the corner together when you do that again.
Yeah, Harlan,
Destiny,
I don't have that one figured out yet. I don't know what causes it.
Tequila makes
Destiny said she's referring to her tequila story as what had happened. Those are how the stories start out.
yeah.
One time in band camp.
All right.
How come I got a big rash on my lips?
I don't want to know.
99 bananas.
You don't remember the movie then?
I've had a rough experience with 99 bananas too.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different stuff out there now that just you gotta be careful with.
You gotta be careful because it goes down like bubble gum and turns you into the Tasmanian devil.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep. For sure.
Oh.
But,
I mean, there's so many different kinds out there now that
It's like going to a candy store.
mm-hmm. It is.
It really is.
well, they're getting all that, like the what is it? A Goldschlager that has that cinnamon taste, and
Now, I like that. You take Goldschlager, you put just a drop of Tabasco in it, and it tastes just like them cinnamon Red Hots candy.
Cinnamon Red Hots. Yep.
Well, the scary thing is they're covering up the taste of all the alcohol, and it's just getting so easy for people just to get trashed off of stuff because it doesn't.
So what about Wakefield, Tommy?
Wakefield family, dude. Many a nights, me and the good old Wakefield family whiskey we spent a lot of nights together.
And then he just wonders why he had the bottle next to him when he woke up in the morning.
Empty bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't a big beer drinker in high school. I preferred the hard liquor, and we maybe it was my. I came home from college my freshman year. It's either my senior year or coming home from my freshman year in college, and I'd gotten a bottle of Evan Williams whiskey, bourbon, whatever, and I started out with I mixed my first drink in a red Solo cup, then was drinking, it was fine. About 2 drinks later, it was the bottle and take a sip of my Coke. And then it got went to heck with the Coke, just drinking it straight out of the bottle, and that whooped my butt.
Kimmy says every Christmas my aunt and I have a shot of Patron. Coffee Patron and rum shada. Ooh, that's so good if you mix it. Just throw a splash of rum shada on top of coffee Patron.
Limoncello, man. Limoncello.
I had some Patron right after it first came out, and despite my hatred for tequila, it was some of the smoothest tequila I've ever had in my life.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And it had to be good.
Anthony went to pray for us all.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing right now.
College bathtub gin. How did he survive?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Bailey's is good in coffee.
Yep.
Wow.
Different stuff.
How did we get on this subject?
I don't remember. Started out by washing clothes.
With lemon. Started talking about mosquitoes, and now we're talking about getting drunk on the corner.
Yeah.
John Jones, we're making them thirsty. It's 10:55. Too early for a mojito. Oh, come on. It's never too early for mojitos. You drink those anytime.
It's 5 o'clock.
Right, exactly. Yep.
You're probably getting out.
Remember when we were kids? You had Roy Rogers and Shirley Temples.
Yeah.
And you thought you were with the big guy with all the big guys. Hey, look at I got a drink. I got at the local weddings. That's what Anthony's drink was. Anthony had a Shirley Temple every time he went to a dance.
I never had a dance nor had a Shirley Temple.
You'd
You
have
never
to, you'd
had
have
a Shirley Temple?
Huh? No, I never had a Shirley Temple.
Do you know what a Shirley Temple is?
It's like a non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a kitty cocktail.
Yeah, kitty cat.
What were the non-alcoholic beers? I know they're still around, but what was
O'Doul's you had.
Rolling Rock. Rolling Rock.
You had what was who made that? Pabst NA or something?
Yep.
And
Rolling
there's
Rock,
a couple of them.
isn't it?
Huh? No, it's beer.
I think Rolling Rock is not alcoholic.
Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I think Cliff's got the perfect solution to it not being time yet. He says just turn your clocks ahead.
Near beer, Turtle Trader said. Yep, I remember that one.
Yep.
Yeah. We call it purple knee highs, Joe says. Old Milwaukee. Ugh.
The Beast and Beast Light.
We had, what was it? There was Black Label, Red Label, and there was a non-alcoholic one too. I'm trying to remember what it was. But ugh. That stuff was nasty.
Bush NA.
If you're really trying to stretch your dollars, you could drink some natural ice.
Natural ice. Yep.
Yep.
30 a case of 36 for what? I think it was
like $8.99 or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Bolo'S to bug to beers. Exactly. Hey, we covered it all here. We're a one-stop shop. Natty Ice.
And we also have Josh and Manny here, and Manny wants to talk about drinking too. Did he drink last night after the auction?
I bet Manny can outdrink us all. He's probably got a tolerance to heck and back.
So
Keystone.
So let's kind of compare. We all drank what we drank when we were younger because that's what we could afford to get our drunk on. But now, if you sit back nowadays and want to have a cocktail that you're going to enjoy, out with dinner or you're sitting with a friend, what would be your cocktail today compared to your Mad Dog and Natural Ice back in the day?
I'm typically, if I sit down to dinner, I'm gonna have some. I'm not gonna have a mixed drink very often. If I do, probably a Jack and Coke. But if I'm gonna just, if I'm gonna have a couple of drinks, I'm just gonna have a Bud Light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's beer for me, it would be Landshark beer. Funny, huh?
Hey, Landshark Lager is good. It's right there with the Corona. It's a lot like a Corona.
Yep. Or if it's a mixed drink, I would have a Hurricane.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Love the
You had them on a happy hour.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
and me, I'm pretty simple. My mixed drink of choice would be a Corbel and Coke.
Mm-hmm.
And for beer, Coors Light's my beer now. I've changed through the years with beer, but now I enjoy Coors Light. I like the crispiness of the mountain water.
No, then
you got to make sure the mountains are blue, right?
Yeah, you got to be blue. I'm not
have
a warm.
Have you tried Landshark, Tommy, yet?
Yeah, I've tried it. I don't have nothing against it. It's just it didn't.
But you have to have a taste for that Corona style next.
Right. Well, there's a new one now called Big Kahuna. It's a big Kahuna Big Wave. It's out of Hawaii, but I heard it's really, really good.
Tanqueray and tonic. No,
no way.
Gin messes with my brain, man.
That's going back, Tanqueray, man.
My dad used to drink Tanqueray martinis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like two of them, and you're like, whoo-hoo.
Right, exactly.
Anthony, so the question was, if you're gonna actually, we all partied with the low end stuff when we were younger, but if you were gonna be out and have an enjoy, is he frozen?
I got him. Yeah,
I think Anthony froze.
Anthony, if you're still there, just stare into the screen.
Blink twice.
Corona Big Wave is
I was
excellent.
drinking Jack
Bob
Daniels
Jones.
and
Oh, I heard. There you go.
Olympia beer. Ooh.
What
Yeah.
about there's one that's bottled down around New Orleans. It's called Dixie beer.
Really?
It is.
in my Craig buffering.
Yeah, you're real choppy.
You're out of whack, bud.
You're up in the Great White North.
The reason your audio is choppy.
Yeah.
John Jones says Leinenkugel's Berry Weiss. I like Berry Weiss. I actually enjoy Berry Weiss, but
Yeah.
I haven't had their Berry Weiss. I've had the what's the one that's got the yellow?
Summer Shanty.
Yeah, I like that one.
Christian Brothers Brandy is good.
I like the Berry Weiss, but I can only have like 2. Then I gotta have like a regular beer. Then I can have more Berry Weiss. Otherwise, it gets too sticky feeling for me because it's so sweet.
Yeah. T-Slips. Yeah, I was not saying that I liked it. It is nasty. It is at the bottom of the barrel. It's funny. When I first started going up to Pittsburgh for work, the one thing I knew about Pittsburgh, I knew that Rolling Rock, like Derek mentioned earlier, was bottled in Latrobe, which is Pennsylvania, which is a good beer.
Yeah.
And I knew Icy Light, which is Iron City. And I went up there, and I guess I'll have an Iron City Icy Light. And they look at me like, what do you order? That's like the lowest on the totem pole up there. That is the only thing I knew from that area. Because I have a neighbor that's from up there, and he would bring, he liked it, and he'd bring just cases of it back anytime he'd go up there.
All right, Destiny. Keep on talking about beer mellows.
Beer mellows.
Mellow.
Jaeger and Red Bull. Yeah, Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs. That's it.
Many of those too.
Mac in
Bishop
Looks like
Pickens
we
says
talked-
my
we
brother
talked
buys
to-
beer from Walgreens 6-pack for $2. Thinks it's called Big Flats. I've never heard of it.
Wow.
neither. But yeah, we were talking when I was on with Rod and Drew, and I said, "Oh yeah, Foster's beer," and they're like, "Foster's? That sits underneath the urinals there in Australia. That stuff's crap."
Yeah.
Anthony, are you logged in on your computer or are you using your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
Oh.
I wonder what the issue is because you're still
Am I
like
still chopping?
yeah.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
I can try to
Just
promote
give guys a
it.
heads up. I have 10 cars left for Friday night. So,
Usually you're real crispy, Anthony, but today I don't know. That's why I thought you were on your phone or something, maybe.
Yeah. It's definitely worse than normal.
Yeah. I'll try to log in on my phone. That makes a difference.
so whoever hasn't picked a car, I get 10 cars left, guys, for Friday night. Got some good stuff this week.
What are we racing this week?
It's the monthly racing, and the cars. The video was out. People laughing because I had heavy metal music on when I was playing it when I did the video, but it was kind of cool. It worked.
What were you playing?
It was just the free heavy metal music,
Oh.
That's the stuff I wish you could play better stuff, but this is.
You weren't watching Headbangers Ball, were you?
Oh, I used to love that show.
Yeah, I like this where Kelly Ekamov says it would have been rum and Coke, but I've stopped drinking soda. I wonder if she just drinks straight rum now.
Right, exactly. And he's trying to get on now. Let's see.
T Flip says, enjoyed the talk, guys. Time to list. Yeah, get that listing on, man. Make that money.
Reseller man, I have 8, 9, 15, 19, 20, 25, 28, 29, and 33.
Pick a random number, any number.
Is it any better on my phone, guys?
Yeah.
It is a little bit better. You know what you might want to do is reboot your router after the show.
Reboot your router.
Yeah.
Your router.
I think I might do that. Because I've had an issue with my internet for the past couple days now, so yeah, definitely do that. I gotta reload my Dymo too. I just ran out of labels.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I got to reboot my network like once a week because I have so much going on here. I got a router going into a hub, and then I got access points throughout. And it's like, so I got to reboot my network like once a week, shut everything down and fire it back up.
And you probably have a good bit of streaming going on. Do the kids watch YouTube or play games or something?
Yeah.
There's
YouTube usually on at least 2 computers or phones and tablets at a time, because we got computers and tablets and phones, and then my printers are all running through wireless through the network, so I can print from anywhere. And
right.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of stuff going on.
Some of the ones you can get, most of the routers people have are not made for, months and months, enterprise type usage,
Right. I need to get one of those like 16 port hubs.
Anthony and Craig, you haven't picked your cards yet.
I'll take the winning
I'll
card.
have to run over and do that. Is it on
I
there?
want
got
the one
it.
with the waxed axles.
8 cards left, guys. So you gotta just keep a track of what's available. That's all.
Yeah, I'll run over and do that when we're done here.
Yeah. So that was good. So tomorrow's show will be on Mr. Tommy's channel, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. I usually don't know until I go to bed tonight. But
Yeah, I racked my brain for a good while trying to come up with something for yesterday, and I couldn't.
You have to look, Dawn. I'm not sure which ones are blue. I got, like I said, I got 8 cards left, and yes, you did. Tiffany did get number 11. Blue Moon's not bad, Jordan. I don't like Bud Light. Ugh.
Blue Moon. Yeah, you gotta have Blue Moon if you get the wheat one now. The
Yep.
Belgian wheat or whatever, you gotta put a slice of orange in it.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm usually not big on fruity things like that, but
Yeah, that orange makes a big difference.
if you like Budweiser products, be careful with Bud Platinum.
Bud Platinum. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, bad.
Oh, it's good. It's just one of the high gravity style, the higher alcohol content.
Michelob Ultra Gold is good.
Yep.
So.
I think tomorrow we're going to talk about your dashboard data and how you use it and interpret it for your business.
That'd be good. You need to send Tommy Bernard a direct invite for that one.
Yeah, for sure. He's actually got some pretty good input and knowledge. I mean, that guy's a numbers guy, I think, more than I am. I'm pretty deep into the numbers.
Right. That'll be fun.
It will be.
I'm dragging. I went to bed at a reasonable hour, but I got up early, and that's why I don't like going to bed early.
Right.
Because I end up waking up at odd hours.
We went to bed pretty late, and then I woke up twice. This is messed up. I woke up twice because I was having dreams about a particular product that makes no sense. I don't even know why it would be in my brain or my subconscious, but we found something and found out it was worth like $8,000. So now I woke Destiny up this morning. I was like, hey, you got to keep an eye out for such and just in case, because a lot of times my dreams come true. I was like, keep an eye out for these. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah.
I thought you were going to say you woke up, you've been dreaming about Derek or something. Right?
No, that's just a normal dream.
All right, Derek, I just commented on your video, man.
All right, cool.
Tiffany, you dream about products. I dream about business a lot. I dream about business expansion. You know, I dream about us having warehouses. I dream about us buying pallets. I dream about finding product. Yeah, my brain is always reselling. I can't turn it off. Destiny's always like, you need to just stop and go to sleep or enjoy a movie. And it's like I can't turn it off.
Yeah,
It's hard. It's hard to do that.
yeah, Kimmy. Yeah, it is. When you dream about reselling, yeah, it is. We're definitely resellers. Yep. Ain't no kidding about that.
Yeah, Jody, I'm the same way. My wife can vividly remember every dream that she has. She'll like, I dreamed about that about a week ago, and she could tell me the whole story, whatever happened. I'm like, I'll be lucky if I remember anything when I wake up.
For sure, I'm the same way.
I think you've been challenged to a duel by Cliff.
I'm pretty quick, Cliff, so you got to be careful, bud. So
just a quick poll for the chat. I've been considering putting together a shirt of the show. If you would be interested in getting one of those, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not interested, put a 2 in the chat.
What was it?
A T-shirt for the show.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, you were very quiet.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm on my phone. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But if you'd be interested in a shirt for the show, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not interested, put a 2 in the chat. And I figured it'd be something that all 4 of us could come together on the design, and then we could choose like what platform we want to sell them from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for anybody that couldn't hear Anthony, because he is kind of quiet, because Tiffany asked, "What is the special?"
Sorry about that.
Anthony's asking if anybody would be interested in a custom T-shirt having to do with the show. And if you'd be interested in a T-shirt from the show, to put 1 in the chat.
Only if it
2
comes
if
in
checks
4
come,
right.
it would definitely come in big sizes, because if not, I ain't fitting it.
Yeah, and I think even with Amazon, merch by Amazon or Teespring, I think they offer the larger.
Yeah, Teespring goes up to 5X.
Destiny wants 3 of them.
Yep.
She put 3 ones in there.
That'd be cool. We definitely need to sit down and come up with a logo or a slogan.
I think it'd be cool if it like incorporated all 4 of us and mid-morning break room, something like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
You have a cartoon on the back. Tommy sitting on top of the desk, not the desk, on top of the cabinet, sitting with the cabinets. Anthony next, leaning up against the refrigerator with the door open.
Have you been spying on Derek? Or did you just have a vision of the future when I'm at your house?
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, my refrigerator makes noise, so I know when somebody's in it.
You got one of those little alarms on it?
Yeah, it goes ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
That drives me nuts. As much as our refrigerator is open during the day.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that would be kind of cool. And I'll be leaning back again, sitting in one of the chairs, leaning backwards, ready to fall over.
Playing with 2 figures.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Craig will have the laptop out, sitting at one of the tables, trying to take it apart.
I would have thought you would mention pistachio pudding somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, well, Tommy, you're in the refrigerator, pulling out the pistachio ice cream, ready to throw it at him.
That's a turtle said, Craig.
Exactly. Jimmy, have a good day. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny.
It finally stopped raining here. It rained almost all weekend and into yesterday.
Who is
Yeah,
it?
the sun's out here too.
What's his name? Does crazy stuff. Isn't it Jeebus's brother?
Baby Jeebus.
Yeah, he does some crazy stuff. So, wonder if we can get in touch with him and see if he would do something kind of cool.
I think all the stuff that he does is done with an application. I don't know if it's done by hand.
Really?
There's too many apps that create caricatures or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Cartoon eyes or whatever it would be. Uh-oh. Alert of free stuff.
Oh boy, there you go.
What'd I get?
There you go.
All right, guys, we're gonna finish this up and we're gonna see what else we can go and get ready for Tommy's show tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Anybody have any last things they want to say?
Nah.
Just 2 p.m. Come check out Bible Study 1-2, and then tonight at 7 p.m. We'll be doing our fantasy football draft. So
Yeah,
everyone welcome.
that's gonna be interesting. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, just as always, thanks for joining us. We wouldn't have a show without you.
Right, exactly.
Just wish everybody a happy and productive day. I hope whatever you wanted to get done today or do today, whether it's work or fun, I hope you do it and complete it and have fun with it.
For sure.
Now Tommy comes in. Great. We were just talking about you, Tommy. I'm going to send you a message later.
So Tommy's about to go live, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. All right, guys. We're going to see you later. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Tommy's channel. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Peace.